Welcome back to 3 Shoe 1. Make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell, and smash that like button. Now let's get into the video. Today we're taking a look at the Nike Blazer Low in the Sacai KAWS Reed and the Sacai KAWS Red colorways. Starting off with the box, we can see on the top there are the two X's for the brand KAWS and the word Sacai behind them sitting on top of a black background. Around the sides of the box, we can see a Nike logo in that same font styling as the top wording. Then, on the narrow side, there's a standard size tag with some information about the shoe. The KAWS Red colorway dropped on November 27, 2021, and the KAWS Reed colorway dropped on December 9, 2021, both retailing for $140. Before we get into the shoe, comment down below which colorway is your favorite colorway of this collab. Now let's get into the shoe. Getting into the KAWS Red colorway, we can see the variety of colors on the shoe really pop out. In the middle of the upper, we can see a darker red leather, kind of a maroonish color. Something to note, the newer release colorways are actually in a soft suede material instead of this leather. On top of the red upper, we can see a double Nike stripe in a bright orange and a cyan coloring. Same thing goes for the Reed colorway, in which the dark cyan swoosh is made up of leather, while the light tan swoosh is made up of suede, and they sit on top of a Reed colored leather upper. Finally on the side, towards the toe on the leather, we can see some stitching on the upper, and below that we can see the KAWS X's, which sit atop of that white multi-layered rubber midsole. Moving on to the top of the shoe, we can see the toe box is in that Reed colored leather material. Also, these shoes are actually double lace with two types of lacing in a Reed and bright orange color. The pink eye stays are made in a suede material with a light blue leather strip below it. On the red colorway, the laces are in a tan and red colorway, with the eye stays being in an orange colored suede material and a yellow leather strip below. The toe box below is also in that maroon color as seen on the side of the shoe. All the shoes in this collab come with an additional pair of white and round laces, but this shoe honestly looks better with the flat styled laces. Moving towards the top of the shoe, the tongue is actually doubled, with the top being in that maroon color and the bottom one being in that Reed color. On the tongue, we can also see that there are two different Nike, KAWS, and Sacai branded tongue tabs. On the Reed colorway, we can see the top tongue is in a Reed color and the bottom tongue is in a neon orange color, matching the laces. Something interesting to point out is that many colors on both shoes are actually overlapping with each other. Finally, on the top of the shoe, we can see these two thick layers of exposed foam along the ankle lining. This foam attracts a lot of dirt, so it's better to pick up a colorway with a darker color foam. Moving on to the back of the shoes, we can see where the multicolored swooshes come together and are closed by a Reed and maroon colored pull tabs. Below that, there are actually a whopping 5 layers of rubber on the back midsole, all in that bright white color. Moving on to the bottom of the shoe, we can see the standard blazer tracking in a white color, nothing really special. Finally, on the insole, we can see more Nike, Sacai, and KAWS branding in a maroon color on one colorway, and a Reed color on the other colorway. Stay tuned to this video for reselling information and where I think these shoes are going in the future. Now let's take a look at the resale for the Nike Blazer Low in the Sacai KAWS Reed and the Sacai KAWS Red colorways. First, we're going to take a look at how the Sacai KAWS Reed and the Sacai KAWS Red colorways resale have been doing, and then finally, I will compare the shoes to the Nike Blazer Mid and the Sacai White Black Legend Blue colorway. Taking a look at the Nike Blazer Low and the Sacai KAWS Reed colorway, which dropped in the beginning of December in 2021, we can see that prior to release, prices ranged from around $400, but then dropped to $250. Ever since they released, they had a short increase, but then slowly fell to around $170 and are slowly dropping even more. These haven't been out for that long, but we'll take a look at some other shoes to help us predict where these are headed in the future. Next, we're going to take a look at the Nike Blazer Low and the Sacai KAWS Red colorway, which dropped towards the end of November of 2021. We can see that prior to release, prices ranged from around a crazy $1,000, but then dropped to around $220. Ever since they released, they slowly fell to around $170, like the Reed colorway, and are slowly dropping even more. Looking at this data so far, there's not too much hope for reselling these, but they also have not been out for that long. Finally, we can take a look at the Nike Blazer Mid in the Sacai White Black Legend Blue colorway, which dropped towards the end of May in 2019. At release, prices were around $290 and then climbed up to $470 after a couple of months. After that high of $470, they have been going up and down around $400. The Sacai mids also retailed for $140 like the lows, but it seems like the mids are a lot more popular than the lows. There were 8 colorways released for this Nike, Sacai, and KAWS collab, which makes it hard for them to have that much value when there are so many of them out there. With that being said, if you want to wear these shoes, there are many colorway choices to pick from, but if you're looking to resell them, I don't expect that much to happen, at least within the next year.